This is The Highway Tomorrow, and we are here with Toby. What's your last name?
Oh, very difficult. Haugeneder.
Okay. We are okay. We're here with Toby Haugeneder. Close enough?
Yeah.
Great. And you are bicycling your way across the world, I hear.
Yeah.
Tell me why and how you came up with this idea.
Well, good question to start with.
And please, go ahead and
Yeah,
be
I
eating.
have. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Like I studied and then I finished, and I thought, oh, like if I don't do it now, I will never do like a big trip. And I
Right.
wanted to go out and see the world and learn new things, see different cultures, and that's why I just started, like not thinking too much. Just I had a bicycle, and then I said, okay, let's go.
So have you traveled
Wow.
much before?
Yeah, like I did bicycle touring before, but only in Europe,
Only in Europe.
like not this. Like,
And
yeah.
okay.
So you've never been to those countries that you visited now?
No, I've never been outside Europe before.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, give us a quick itinerary of where you've been and how long you stayed, and then we'll kind of go into detail about each place.
Yeah, like I started 2 years ago now, and like Europe, down to Turkey. Then I actually wanted to cross to Iran, but back then it was like the big riots were there,
Uh-huh.
so it was kind of unsafe to go to Iran.
Right.
So that's why I had to make a big detour via the Arab countries, like Saudi Arabia. That's why I eat falafel now, because like Middle East and
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Then it was safe again to go to Iran because it was half a year later.
Uh-huh.
So then I went to Iran, Pakistan, India, Nepal, and then Southeast Asia, like
Oh.
Thailand, Laos, and then down to Indonesia.
Turkey, Saudi Arabia,
Well, you wanted Iran, so Turkey,
and then Iran,
Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia, then Iran,
and then Iran,
Pakistan.
Pakistan,
Yeah,
and
India,
then India,
yeah, Nepal,
Nepal, Thailand,
yeah,
Laos,
and down.
Cambodia. No.
No.
Okay.
No. And then down like all the Southeast Asian states to Indonesia.
Okay.
That's why I arrived like 6 months ago here in Bali.
Uh-huh.
Then a friend visited me, and like we traveled together the last 6 months without bicycle, like all the East Asian countries up to China.
Okay.
And like now I'm back here and.
Oh,
about
so for
to head
6
off.
months you left your bike here.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
You're just,
Like
uh-huh.
I barely can ride my bike anymore after 6 months.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Like today I will start actually.
How long
Okay.
do you think you would do it for? Like, keep doing it for?
I have no idea. Like next step is Australia. Stop a bit there and then see what comes.
And this started 2 years ago.
Yeah.
What just for listeners who might want to try this, what are some gear issues, recommendations you have or that you've learned
You
along
want to
the
go
way?
deep into gear?
Yeah, of course.
Never asked a bicycle tour about gear. That's a long story. Like you don't need super fancy gear. Like that's what I learned.
Uh-huh.
Like I met people who had like a $50 bike and $50 gear altogether. Like they make their own bags and everything. Like I have this super good stuff like Ortlieb and all of this, but you don't need it.
Uh-huh.
It's just more comfortable.
Uh-huh.
So just take what you have and start.
Uh-huh.
Take your bicycle that you have in your garden or wherever.
Uh-huh.
Take it, take a backpack, and
Okay.
off you go.
Oh my God.
It's that easy.
How did everybody react to your decision?
Oh.
Your family, your friends?
Yeah, like my family, they were kind of used to these bicycle trips that I go
Okay.
for some time somewhere, but not like this long.
Yeah.
So they were a bit worried, I would say, but they are okay with it. Like they have to.
Did you tell them like how long you were planning, or was it an
No, but
open
I
end?
told them I have no idea how long.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. And I really have no idea. And like the longer I go, the less an idea I have.
Sure.
Like now I don't know.
What was the thing that you started missing the most? Or did you miss anything at all, like from like being back home and I don't know, friends, family, or places and things you did, and or you were just open for the new and like wherever you went, it was all new, and you were just embracing that without thinking about like
Well,
what was it
I would
before?
say it always comes and goes, like everything in life. And like the least I miss is things, I would say. Like I don't miss a TV or anything. And like I miss a bit more places because like I think I live in a really beautiful place. I really love my place. So it's not like that I flew from somewhere
Yeah.
because it was ugly or something.
Yeah.
So I really love my place. A lot of lakes, mountains.
In Bavaria,
Yeah, and really nice weather. And like the most, I miss people for sure.
Yeah.
But this also comes and goes. Like now I was traveling 6 months together with a friend. Now I miss her because like now it's like the change. But then you get used to it, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I also learned. Like traveling also means like to meet a lot of people, but also to say goodbye to a lot of people. And that's tough.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's part of traveling, you know?
Sure.
and and always if you change something it's difficult at the beginning because you are used to travel together to have someone that you talk to every day, and then you don't have this, then you miss it. That's like logic. But then you start traveling again alone and you get used to being alone, then it's okay again. Like it always comes and goes.
That's such a metaphor to life.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Like
No.
that's like the travel is and travel like we've been traveling some you know for some time, but what you're explaining is like a total metaphor of life because you start the beginning to go somewhere in a new direction is always difficult or is always tricky or is always like a challenge on one way or another, and then like your experience is much deeper than any of my travel experience, but what you're describing is, yeah, new situations, you leave the past and you have to be open, and it's always, you know, why one way or another, it's a challenge. You never know what's coming. People come and go, things come and go, just like in life.
So then
Definitely.
getting to the hardcore question, what is one of the worst moments you've had that maybe nearly gave up?
Oh. Ah, yeah, okay. There was one. It was in Pakistan, and like it was really the low light because I was traveling together with the friend, and like we were traveling together also before, and now she came back to Bali, and then we traveled again together. And like we were cycling in Pakistan, and Pakistan is really dirty. Like I don't know if you've been to India or something. Yeah, like for me it was even worse in India. Like India is super chaos everywhere, but Pakistan is even worse.
Wow.
And like it had to come like we got food poisoning, but we got like really bad food poisoning,
Wow.
and like we were super bad. Like I don't want to tell all the details.
Sure, I can imagine. I just
Because we're
had that-
eating.
I just went through that this
Yeah.
past week.
Oh,
So fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, and like she flew back home because of this because it was like really too hard, and like there's no medical support in Pakistan. You don't want to go to hospitals in Pakistan.
Right.
You get even more diseases in the hospitals.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
so in the end, it took me like 3 months or so to recover.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like there I was close to give up.
Okay. Well, then now let's go to one of the high points.
Whoa. My geographical highlight is Nepal because we were doing some trekking. A friend came to visit me from Germany, and together we did trekking like close to Everest,
Oh my God.
and like we saw the highest peaks of the world. And like Nepal is one of my favorite countries for sure.
Yeah.
So I would say that's one of the highlights.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you feel like on top of the world when you saw the highest peaks?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Like also with the lack of oxygen, it makes you even
Oh,
more
yeah.
euphoric.
Yeah.
So, but also the climbing is a lot harder than any other thing you did before. But then if you are like on the pass and you see Mount Everest or whatever, it's really crazy.
How would you say the journey has maybe changed you from like the beginning until today?
A lot.
Okay.
Like also my appearance.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a lot.
Did you have long hair when you
No,
started?
I had no hair. Like I wanted to cut my hair completely before and like see how long they get.
Are
like
you
this
serious?
is 2 years now.
Wow, that's so cool. What date is it today? Let me see.
You could make some marks.
Wow.
No, they grow really slow. Yeah. Um, yeah, but also personality changed a lot. Like I was traveling before, also, but like now, if you do it every day, like you get used to. How should I say? Like you are open to everything. Like you don't judge. Or every day, I still judge people, but I think I'm better than before. Like not to look at someone and judge about him. I think that's really difficult, and like every day I have to think about it. Oh, you should not judge, and be open to everything. Like for example, someone asks me on the street, "Oh, you come and have some coffee," and then I have to be flexible and say, "Yes, sure, I come," because I most of the time I just say yes to everything.
Right.
I'm stupid and just say yes. But that's also every day keeps you flexible, you know, because you don't have like your 9 to 5 job or something like your routine. For sure, I have my routine because in the morning I pack my tent, I pack my stuff, and I cycle. But every day is different. It's not like going into the metro and every day I take line 6 and after half an hour I get off, because every day is different. And so it made me a lot more flexible, I think, also. And also, you learn a lot for sure about cultures, about geography, about religions, and yeah, like
I don't even want to go there, but like, yeah, I think we shouldn't even go there. I don't think it's a subject to discuss, like religion and so on. But if I went on a journey like this, I think, you know, I would have such a broad view of religion and of what God means to so many different people and so many different cultures and traditions and so on.
Yeah.
That like probably this is what I have now. I mean, I don't have like all the knowledge, but just the fact that so many different people believe in so many different things, and to them this is God, totally opens up my perception of what religion should be. Is this your bike?
for me, I have a lot of shit because I just like to play and have a lot of shit with me.
Yeah.
Like not clothes or so. Like when you travel long, you know what you need. Like,
What do you
okay, I
have?
don't need.
What kind of shit do you got?
Oh, I have guitar. I have juggling clubs.
Oh wow!
Like
Awesome.
Yeah.
No way.
I have juggling balls. I have
Wow.
a lot of shit.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I don't have a lot of electronics, but it's also because like I'm more like an offline guy.
Okay.
I don't, for example, I also don't have social media.
Okay.
I have my diary where I write for myself. I like to stay offline.
So when you do a travel like this or any lengthy travel, I think you very quickly become attuned to a serendipitous chance encounters. You meet somebody who says, "Oh, you should go there," you know, or you come to a town that you totally were unexpected, and you go, "Oh my God, I want to stay here."
Yeah.
You know, or a town that you thought was going to be really good turns out to be like, oh, I'm ready to move on, you know? And I think that's one of the really remarkable learning experiences we get from this kind of travel is to, like you were saying earlier, to being open to
Yeah.
this exploration. And I wish there was some way we could teach that in school.
Yeah.
You know, because I have so many friends who either, oh, I'd love to travel, but I can't afford it. I have to work. I have children, blah, blah. Or they're just afraid.
Yeah.
And yet that knowledge would be so good for everybody to have.
For sure.
How can we,
Whoa.
how can we expand that to people?
I think you cannot learn it in school,
Yeah.
like sitting in a classroom
Right.
doing, but everyone just has to go out and explore.
Yeah.
But you can also do this in school, like go with the pupils a weekend and just travel or whatever.
Yeah.
Like put the spark in the pupils so that they explore by their own, you know.
Uh-huh.
But it's not like in the classroom the teacher writes something on the blackboard because like no one will listen. It has to come from yourself, and like you can, I think, encourage people. Like for example, like this, if people listen to it and then they will
Right.
say, "Oh, okay, nice.
Right.
Sounds super easy. Why not just try it?"
Just try it.
Yeah, and like that's like just encourage people.
So making it super easy, let's let me ask you about maybe a threatening or dangerous situation you've been in.
Oh yeah, let's inspire people with that.
Well, no, because I think that's
No,
another
it's-
reason people
yeah.
are afraid to travel.
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah.
So, do you have some of those experiences that you can kind of describe how you got out of, or how you? I'm also thinking in terms of like meeting people that you have you have your own prejudice of who they are,
Yeah.
and maybe that's really negative, and then it turns out to be they're not like that at all.
Yeah, for sure. Every day. Well, I have to say my mind is really like simple, or also like really positive minded. Like I always, it intends to forget the negative experiences. So when I think back, there's only positive.
Uh-huh.
But like if I think harder, there are some negative points for sure. For example, Pakistan, because like it's a really unsafe country, I would say. And I had a motorbike to travel the north of Pakistan, and like I came into one of these millions of police controls. Like literally every 5 minutes you are in police control. You have to stop, show passport. Like they are super friendly, no problem. They always invite you to tea and everything. But it also gets annoying if you stop every 5 minutes and tell your story again and again. But like I was there in the evening, it's getting dark, and then the police were discussing, no, it's unsafe, you cannot continue. And I say, no, I just want to camp somewhere with my tent, no problem. Like it's always going back and forth. And in the end, like they escorted me out of town.
Wow.
And said, yeah, they know a super good camping spot. Because I said I don't want to go to a hotel, I just want to camp somewhere. And like in the end, I ended up in a park in a city, like where there was just some grass, and they said, that's the perfect camping spot. And I said, no, not really, but what should I do? Like they wouldn't talk to me to do something else. And like in the end, I had to pitch my tent there, and like it was super inconvenient because like the whole night there were 2 policemen standing with the Kalashnikov around my tent,
Wow.
like guarding me.
Wow.
Because they say, oh, it's Taliban region, maybe Taliban will come and wants to kill you or whatever. And like in the morning, I open my tent and still these 2 guys are standing there
Are
with
you
their
serious?
Kalashnikov.
It's kind of cool, actually.
I wouldn't mind
I
that.
wouldn't mind that at all.
But like,
Yeah.
did they expect something from you?
No,
Like-
no. They always say, oh, it's just for your safety and very good. And no worries. And they give you food, they give you tea, they give you everything. Like Pakistani people are really welcoming.
Okay.
But like it's really difficult to have your own privacy in
Sure.
Pakistan. Like because 24 hours there is someone around you and wants something from you.
Wow. Yeah.
Like even if you are in your tent, they're still standing there. And
That's amazing.
so it's not really a bad story, but
No, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
So what about,
but for sure there have been bad stories.
I'm sure at some point
not
on your
fun.
trip, you probably decided, oh, I need something, and you treated yourself to a day of luxury.
Yeah.
So tell me about one of those moments.
Well, Bali. Just
Really?
staying here is
Okay.
luxury. Yeah.
Oh wow, awesome.
Good weather. Sea,
Yeah.
what more?
Okay.
Like I could not live here, I would say. Oh, I don't know, but I think so. But it's really easy here.
Yeah.
Just relaxing and
okay.
it's really easy. Yeah. Or just like every like bad for me is like because like the last 6 months I was sleeping on a really shitty mattress because my old mattress broke. So now I have like this mattress, and it's really sometimes in the morning you wake up but you get used to it. But now here in Bali, like I got just a bed. I was amazed. I was just laying there and it was a bed. I was wow.
So you've been camping out most of the time.
Yeah, I like camping.
Awesome. What's your ideal itinerary going forward?
From here on?
Yeah.
Like island hopping to the east,
Okay.
like all these islands, Lombok, Sumbawa, Flores, Timor.
Okay.
And then ideally I would catch like a sailing boat from Timor or Flores going to Australia.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if it works out. Otherwise I have to fly
Sure,
to,
sure.
to Australia.
And then after Australia, not thinking that
New
far
Zealand,
ahead.
maybe.
New Zealand should be awesome. Yeah.
I think it's also
Yeah.
nice.
And that's,
Yeah.
but you don't really have it mapped out for getting back to Germany. Oh, that's so cool. How much longer do you think you'll be on the road? Any idea?
No, I have to say the longer I travel, the less I know how long I
Oh,
will
that's
travel
awesome.
more.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like just at the moment, I cannot imagine coming back home. Yeah.
How's your family been? How often do you check in with your family? How's
Oh,
their reaction been?
Kind of regularly, I would say. Like
Yeah.
for sure, my parents would say he could write more often or could call more often. But it's okay. Like,
Uh-huh.
I would say, yeah. Like I keep in touch. So
I think it's amazing.
ask my parents.
Yeah.
And that's the way you keep in touch with them and your friends as well, like
Yeah.
WhatsApp or
Yeah, yeah.
whatever.
Sometimes I call or just write. I send some pictures. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Aren't your friends upset you're not on like social media sharing your journey and
I
doing
think they're
all
used
that?
to it.
They're used to it,
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have to. Like.
Like it's not your thing, obviously, but I think if I was like your friend back home and I knew that you were traveling, I would be like, why don't you share it? Why don't you do
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Why don't you show the world? And it would be amazing. And
I know.
but I totally get it. You do it for yourself, and that's the most important part.
I totally understand this. Like, and most people I meet, they say, "Oh, what's your Instagram? How can I follow you? Oh, you have to share. You have to make YouTube." But like,
You
that's
don't
not
need
my
to, right?
way. So, I like to connect more deeply with the people that I write on WhatsApp, and not like just to spread it to everyone.
Wow.
For sure, everyone has to make his own decision, and it's also very nice if people share it and can inspire.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was never in your mind to think of like a travel influencer
Like,
career, making money like that.
this,
No.
no, because it sounds really nice,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of work and it changes your travel completely.
True.
Because then I'm not traveling like to experience new things or for myself, but I'm just traveling for the others.
Yeah.
Like which shot should I do? Where should I go?
Yes.
Yeah.
To
Yes.
make more likes or
So true. So true. Yeah.
I like to finance it other way.
So do
Find
you
other
think
ways.
you will be at some point ready to stop traveling and start working? Like if it wasn't for money, like let's say there like money is not an issue, what would you be doing?
I think yes. I'm not sure if I will be like a nomad for the rest of my life. I think rather not. I think that I rather want to settle, at least for some period of time, somewhere. But no one knows. I just will, for sure, I will try it, just to settle somewhere, find a job or whatever, find an occupation. And then I will see if it's something for me or not. I just try things,
Yeah.
same like with this travel. I just started without thinking too much and just see if it works out. Yes.
I think if you read the poets or the writers who've done this before,
Yeah.
whether it was hitchhiking across country or hitching rides on the railroad, they all talk about that there's something that gets in your blood, and that yearning to get back on the road
Yeah.
always comes
Yeah,
again
yeah.
later in life.
Yeah.
And it's great to be a part of that community,
Yeah.
because that's that is a collection of poets and artists that have written about this for years, and I mean, I think even if you stop traveling, the things that you've learned stay with you, and so it's like you've never really stopped.
Yeah. Even though you don't travel locally or geographically, you still like. I think it's like in your mind that you want to explore new things,
Yeah.
to learn. Yes.
Well, Toby, best of luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Wow.
thank you.
So yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in. See you on the highway tomorrow.
there, and there, and there, and there.